Friday is gone. Today is Sunday. Today is the second Sunday of September 2019. And I have a question for everyone. How many of you really understand English? Do you understand English? That's what I want to know. Do you understand English? If you do, you should be able to understand everything that I say. You should. The question is, what must I do to be saved? What must I have to be saved? I have heard enough the last few days to want to let some people to know. What do I need? Let's go on a little step further. What do I need to preach? Answer me. What do I need to preach? The devil hates preachers unless they're preaching for him. And then he loves them. Yeah, you didn't know the devil liked preachers, especially those who love him and will preach whatever he tells them or, puts in their mind to preach. The devil loves those preachers. What I want to know is, what do I need to preach? I'm asking you, if you see this video, you can make comments on it probably. What do I need to preach? What is your idea of what I need to preach? What is your idea? God, years ago, made a man out of dust. One man. He only made one. I guess you could say God got his hands dirty in the dirt, making a man, so to speak. God also made from the dirt animals. God made animals. They're made from the dirt. Animals are not made out of trees. There's no evidence that animals are made out of rocks. But God made the animals. And God formed the man. And God breathed into the man. And the man became a living soul. Nobody knows what a living soul is. You ask somebody, what is a living soul? I don't know. What is a living soul? Well, I don't know. Well, is there such a thing as a living soul? Is there? Oh, what's a soul? I don't know. Why don't you tell me what a soul is? You're so smart. It says Adam was made alive and he became a living soul. Is that what it says? Is that what's written in the book or not? God told Adam some things. One thing that God told Adam. God told Adam, you see this tree right here? That tree right there is the tree that if you eat from it, you will die. That's what God said. God did not have to tell Adam 4 times for Adam to understand what God said. God told Adam, if you eat from that tree, you will die. It's settled, friends. It's settled. God's already declared it. He's already decreed it. It's going to happen. And somebody said, well, Adam died because he sinned. No, Adam died because God said he would die if he ate off of that tree. Oh, McGee. Don't owe McGee me. Okay? Don't owe McGee me. God talked to Adam and God talked to Eve. Well, who else did God talk to? Do you reckon that the people that God's talking to can see God? Do you think that? Is there any way possible that you think that Adam can see God? Can he? If God can see Adam, I believe Adam could see God. Just as good as God could see into Adam's, face, I believe Adam could see God's face. I do. And then God put Adam to sleep. He didn't need any help. He didn't have to go get a syringe, stick something in a vein, shoot it up, and put him to sleep. God put Adam to sleep. God caused him to go into a deep sleep. And then God opened up his body and took something out of his body and made something for Adam, suitable for Adam. This thing that God has made for Adam is not suitable for the camel. It's not suitable for the horse. It's not suitable for the monkey. It's not suitable for the elephant. The only thing that this is suitable for is Adam. God made the woman for Adam. And Adam took the woman that God made for him, and he loved her. He didn't love the devil. He didn't love Jesus. He didn't love Uncle Tom either. There was no Uncle Tom. But Adam knew God. He knew what God had said to him. God came into the garden where Adam was and talked to him, walked with him, looked at him. They had some real good time together. And then one day, Eve has a conversation with, can I just say, the devil. Eve's not talking to God. Eve's not talking to Adam. Eve is talking to the devil. And the devil is talking to Eve. And Eve knows what God has told Adam. about eating from a certain tree in the garden. And Eve decides, all on her own, she don't check with Adam about eating off of this tree. The woman that God had made for Adam reached up into the tree. I don't know how big the tree was. It might have been a bush. But whatever it was a tree or a bush, and it had something to eat. Jesus liked figs. He did. Everybody should like figs. They're good to eat. But nobody knew what this food on this tree tasted like. Eve may have eaten off of most every tree in the garden. She may know that a tree is known by its fruit. She might have known that. But she took it on herself to take off of that tree and eat. She not only took off of the tree for her to eat, she took some to Adam. I don't know if it was nighttime or what. I don't know if Adam had ever looked at the stuff on that tree, the fruit, to see if he wanted to eat it. I don't know. But I know Eve brought him and gave him fruit off of that tree. And he ate. And when he did, he realized something, as did Eve. They did. They come to a realization. And that realization was, we're naked. I don't know who looked at who and said, to the other one, you're naked. All I know is all of a sudden, they know they're naked. And it's about the time of day that God likes to show up for a visit. So Adam and his lovely wife Eve, decide to do something. Hide from God and cover themselves with some leaves. God found them. And he had some questions for them. And they answered the questions. And God cursed the devil. Cursed the devil. And made some clothes for Adam and Eve. That's what God did. God did that all by himself. He didn't tell an angel, go fix something up for Adam and Eve. God went and got it himself. God made them something to wear. And the last question I want to ask you is, what do I need to be able to preach? Tell me, what do I need to enable me to preach? Do you understand the consequences or the responsibilities that come upon those who preach? I don't think most people do, but I want to know, what do I need to preach?